Hi everyone, my name is Lauren and today we're going to be making a charcuterie board. If you want to learn how to make a charcuterie board, stay tuned. Today we're going to be making my type of charcuterie board, but before we get started, please subscribe to the channel. So the first thing I like to include in my type of charcuterie board is fruits. I like to start off with fruits of the season or fruits that you can generally get year-round. The first being strawberries. They're a crowd favorite. I like blackberries. The color is fitting because right now it's fall, winter, so this color is going to look really great on the board. Next, I like to include some black seedless grapes. Again, the color works really well with the theme. And then we're gonna have some apples. They're delicious when they're paired with cheeses. And finally, a lot of people use it as garnish, but it's actually a delicious fruit. I like to incorporate pomegranate. So the next thing, when we're building our charcuterie board, we have our fruits, which is our sweet portion. Now we want a savory portion. I like to include some vegetables, that being some tiny cucumbers. They're fresh, they're super cute, they're tiny, and they go well on the board. And then in addition to that, I like to have mini peppers. These we can slice up into smaller pieces, but it adds great color and they're delicious. I made sure to pick up some salami. We have our prosciutto, and then my favorite portion, pepperoni. Now our cheeses, I personally love pepper jack, cheddar, just your classic cheeses, but if you're wanting something that pairs well with the fruits and the vegetables, I like to use brie cheese. You've got a slice here. And then also, this is a herb creamed goat cheese, delicious. I talked about our cheddar cube and our pepper jack. So we have the setup for the board, but one thing that I always say, you eat with your eyes first. So yes, we can eat everything on the board, but I like to incorporate just a little something special, edible flowers. So how are we gonna eat our charcuterie board? Yes, with our hands, but we also want something a little bit more heavy when we're eating our fruits and meats and cheeses. I love to incorporate this in all of my boards. Y'all saw this in my other video, mini toast. So if you can't decide what kind of crackers you like, I like to use a selection that has a variety. So I picked up an Entertainer's Choice and it has a selection of crackers on the side. And I know this is extra, I'm kind of extra, but I like to add jams, honeys, and maybe something savory. And my choice is truffle. And today I have the truffle honey, which honestly you can drizzle it over everything and it's gonna be amazing. And I also have the truffle sauce that will be paired very well with our cheeses and crackers. The last thing, we want some preserves. This is also another good option topping for your fruits and for your vegetables as well. You have some juxtaposing flavors. This one is an orange and whiskey luxury preserve, but there are different flavors that you can use, like pepper jam, the peppered bacon jam that I used in another video. So just go with what your favorite is, but today we're gonna use orange and whiskey. So let's get started on building our board. So I have a medium-sized charcuterie board. It's like a paddle. And what I did was cut up some parchment pieces of paper because depending on what fruit or items that you're putting on the board, you don't want it to stain, and then just to protect the fruit. So we went ahead and cut up some squares and set them down, and now we're gonna build our board. We're gonna start off with our fruits. And so I like to add the stain type of fruits directly onto the parchment sheet. And don't worry if you see it a little bit, it's gonna get covered in the end. Add a few there. And next, if your parchment paper is starting to come up, this is the perfect time to add whatever preserve that you're gonna use. I have a couple of these. We're gonna set it on the corner right here, and it helps to keep your parchment paper down. So we're using our black seedless grapes. So our peppers, I'm gonna cut them into strips, and then we can kind of flare them out on the side. So we're gonna take the top off, and this can also be decoration if you wanna take out the head portion. It smells really good. So we're gonna add some color to each side. So we cut our orange, and we're gonna add it to the opposite end for the color. Our yellow peppers. I'm gonna put these on the back side. I'm so excited, this looks good already. Okay, so next we're gonna grab some of the cucumbers and I'm gonna put them next to our peppers. So next we have our strawberry. So we're gonna cut it 3/4 of the way down, not all the way, and then we'll open it up. And now we're going to fan it. You just press down and you're gonna set it here. It helps taking up more space as well. So we're taking that whole one. We're doing another fan of the strawberry right there, and that looks so cute. So next we're gonna add some cubed cheeses. I have the pepper jack next to the strawberry is going to be a great combination. So I pulled off a couple of pieces of the prosciutto, and we are going to make little fans, and then it's like an accordion. And there you go, right there in the middle. And we'll do another one as well. That is your second fan. I'm gonna put it on this back side. I pulled out some of the meat, and we have our champagne flute. We're gonna make a rose. And what you're gonna do, and they're gonna be tiny, you're just going to overlap your pepperoni around the rim of the flute. And you wanna keep going until the middle is filled. Now, we are going to turn it over, and there you have it, your rose. I'm going to set it right here in the middle. Use some of the cheeses to cover up any of the white spots. And then we can also use our salami, roll it into circle, and fill in those places as well. And there you have it. Our charcuterie board is done. I'm so excited about this. I have about 4 more of these to make, because I will say making smaller charcuterie boards and placing them all over your space for your party is a great way for people to mix and mingle, and an icebreaker. If you decide to make it, tag me. I would love to see. And I'm gonna probably nibble on this a little bit. Like I said, I do have more to make, but they're not gonna miss a couple of these little items. So I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.